All right, there we go. We are live. Hello, people. We are doing our another Snarkfest. Rise of Skywalker. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's this movie in a nutshell. So before we start, what were your thoughts about this? Did you have any thoughts? Was it just like that's it, or what?
What, this movie on how terrible it is and how
about
it
this
just kind
movie.
of destroyed everything and was just awful? Yeah.
Yeah, no, going into the theater with this movie, because as I'm pretty sure, as you know, I've been a Star Wars fan my entire life. I know the extended universe, the now Legends content better than any healthy adult should. So I've been a huge fan of Star Wars. And then when this movie came out, I was kind of in the mindset of, well, this is it. This decides, did I just waste my life on Star Wars? And then after it, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was soul crushing for me. It took me over a year to actually watch The Mandalorian, which is good because of how bad this movie was. Seriously.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how crushing this movie was. I I honestly don't remember too much about it because I just kind of after I watched it in theaters, after I wrote my review, alcohol. So that was a night. So by the way, unfortunately, I cannot get Disney Plus to work on my phone, so we're gonna have to do the 3, 2, 1 play thing to anybody watching. So if anybody is watching online, feel free to join us. We are watching Rise of Skywalker. It is on Disney Plus, obviously. So yeah, if you want to load it up, get ready, get synced up to ready to roll. All right. Any last minute objections before we hit play?
No. Let's do this.
let's just do this.
Yep.
Let's just get it over with. All right, everybody. 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, I messed up. Hold on.
Oh, hold. Okay, hold. We're holding.
All right.
What happened? Did you not play, or did it just not go?
All right. Rewind back to 0 and let's count down again.
Yeah. I when you said stop, I literally stopped and rewound it. So, all right,
Okay.
You good?
All right, I'm ready. Let's try this again.
3, 2, 1, play. That was a thing. All right.
Yeah, we should be close enough.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing the Lucasfilm logo now, so I'm assuming you are.
And now
too.
we have a long time ago in Galaxy Far, Far Away.
Yep. So, I don't remember anything about. I do remember this scroll had another exclamation point, which the only other one was at the beginning of the Revenge of the Sith, which was war. And I don't remember what it. I think it's like the Dead Speak or something like that, if I remember correctly, as it. But yeah, the Dead Speak, and it's like, seriously, what the hell? That's a movie in itself. The galaxy has heard a mysterious broadcast of the threat or revenge of Emperor blah blah blah. What were your thoughts about bringing back? What were your thoughts about bringing back Palpatine?
I thought it was dumb. It was a last-minute decision that wasn't thought through all the way, and I think it was more confusing and stupider than bringing Darth Maul back to life randomly in Clone Wars and then using him in Solo.
Yeah, totally agree. No, well, I mean, granted, this entire movie is basically, oh shit, undo what we did, undo the Last Jedi. That's pretty much the purpose is like, okay, the Last Jedi did this, okay, erase, okay, shit, rewind. So yeah, that's the entire movie. I mean, because seriously, Snoke should still be alive, and well, obviously the only way to fix these movies.
Snoke wasn't doing anything anyway. Like, his character was always dumb. He was never needed. Like,
yeah.
It was so stupid. He came from nowhere. They never explained him.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, granted, what he should, like I said, like I've mentioned before, when I wrote my, how I would have done this movie, I would have made it been a Jedi killer from Emperor Palpatine. Make it be that, this guy, he's been around, you just haven't seen him. He's been the quote-unquote Sith assassin. So, and here, he literally moonwalks his saber into a guy. Seriously.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's... Seriously, I mean, it looks cool, but it's just so stupid. Oh, man. And the Sith holocrons, which Sith holocrons have been a thing for forever, so it's good to see them have it, but it's also poorly executed because it looks like he just picks it up and he's looking in to see it, where it actually is, there's a lot more to it than that. And here the space jumbo thing that makes absolutely no sense. If it's a maw cluster, go around. There is no point to fly through something like that. Well, it reminds me whenever they send a probe out to anything beyond the asteroid belt, they're always like, okay, how do we do this? Because I mean, theoretically, it should be small enough to fit through the asteroid belt, but there's about 100 billion asteroids out there that could easily cause a problem. So, granted, this movie it also has a problem of just, it hits the ground running, and it's like, okay, what are we doing? Why is he at, what's going on? It's
because he's trying to just jump into the story because he has no story to tell. So he's pretty much got 2 movies worth of story he's trying to cram into 1 movie.
You nailed it right on the head. That's the reason, but it's like, okay, they just hit the ground.
Because again, nobody had a plan for what was going to be the 3rd movie after Ryan did the 2nd movie.
Yeah. And, I mean, like we've talked about before, I think The Last Jedi is worse than this. You think this is worse than The Last Jedi, but like I said, it's the difference.
Yeah, they're both so bad it doesn't even matter.
They're both incredibly horrendous. And here,
look at all these other Snokes. What?
Yeah, these Snoke clone baby things that just didn't work out. Apparently, I don't know. So it makes no sense. Absolutely not. I mean, granted, you know what, Ian McDiarmid, I hope you got paid for this, because seriously. I mean, granted, Ian McDiarmid this is not a caring role for him. He's just doing this for fun. You can tell. This is not him acting his best. This is him just going, I'm here to make a paycheck. Yeah. It reminds me of Arnold Schwarzenegger in that one Batman movie where he's just Iceman. That's not a serious role. That's him being, I'm here to make a paycheck. I don't give a crap. So, and here the Star Destroyers that come out of the freaking ground. You think they would have had those, I don't know, in space? Because literally lifting them out from underneath the ground.
How are they buried that deep? How did they have this many ships to begin with?
My question is,
well, it's also, if they have this many ships now, how come they just don't go attack the galaxy
He's
now?
just using the Force to fly them all.
Yeah.
Because the Emperor's that powerful. He doesn't need pilots. He can just use the Force to do it himself. Are you eating all my popcorn?
I'm not actually eating all your popcorn. I'm eating the popcorn.
That's fair.
I heard something about popcorn.
Yeah, I bought some popcorn to eat during the movie, and my husband's
eating all the dried jalapenos.
Eating the dried jalapeno. I bought a strange popcorn flavor. It's got dried jalapenos in it. My husband's picking them out of the bag.
Dried jalapenos? Why not? I don't do spicy, so I'm not sure I could eat that. But
chewy.
Yep. I mean, granted, I do like that they brought the board game back, but it's so pointless to actually do that. Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't remember if they had Peter Mayhew playing Chewie here again, or not. I think he was too.
Don't make the Wookiee angry.
Yeah.
Which,
to be fair, that's something that's never been shown, as far as I am aware, in any of the
of him ripping arms off.
Yeah, I don't think we ever
seen the
see
movie
it.
Solo?
Oh, fuck! I forgot about Solo.
They
Yeah,
put
you're
it in
right.
there just so you can see it.
I forgot about Solo.
About the same thing.
Oh man, no, you're right. I totally forgot about Solo.
That's one of the things I love so much about that movie.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate this.
Thank God, yeah.
Oh, we have a spy in the First Order.
Yeah, this is just stupid. To transmit the data, we have to plug it into R2 instead of you. Oh, I don't know, just telling us. Seriously,
they were out of flash drives, so they had to plug them in directly.
They're out of USB things too, so they're out of thumb drives. They can't just give them a thumb drive too. I guess, I don't know.
Only thing they have is a USB cable to connect R2 to their computer.
Well, dude, why don't you get in with them? Seriously. Let's. Now here's an issue I just noticed. They had at least several dozen TIE fighters there. Now we have 5. 4. I take it back. It looks like 4 now. I don't know. It's like, but yeah, where were all the other TIE fighters that we had? What are they doing? Also, one gun when it has 2. Why don't they use the other one?
They just wanted to show some flying.
Yeah, I guess. Why are they flying through? None of this makes sense. Like, we're flying through this thing.
How did they track them through light speed?
Yeah.
That quickly.
Yeah. And light speed.
Who comes out of light speed in the middle of a planet like that? And how are the TIE fighters following them through light speed?
I think that's Bespin, or at least it's supposed to be Bespin.
They can't track you through light speed. That's why that was the whole point of all the other movies. You want to be able to get out of the gravity wells so you can light speed out of there, because then you're free. Unless they put a tracker on you, in which case it's still going to take some time to track you down and meet up with you.
Yep.
I don't know what we just watched.
I don't know either. And Rey all of a sudden becoming goddess of the Force, which...
He's training. Luke floated rocks on Dagobah as well. This is nothing new.
Well, yeah, but he took a lot more time to do it, whereas she's just doing it now. Mind you, I've always been okay with Rey being very Force powerful like this, just because it's like, you know, I've been okay with it just because, like, okay, the Force is like, no, it's the Force basically trying to correct the issue, but it's poorly done with her, unfortunately. I mean, I love Daisy Ridley. She's a great, terrific actress, but the lightsaber, which was broken in the last movie. Here's an idea: have her make her own lightsaber. Seriously,
Luke's the only one who knows how to make a lightsaber. Wait, how did Luke learn how to make a lightsaber?
Was destroyed, so literally leave it destroyed. Have her.
You could teach him.
He did have the Jedi text.
You would have probably taught him. Yeah.
And this
Luke started
this is
with
literally a video game level. What she's doing now is literally video game training. That's literally a video game level. Seriously. And Darth Vader's helmet, which was apparently very important to him in the Force Awakens, but is completely useless in The Last Jedi, is now important again. And the drones
it's
are just
still kind of hard to believe that, like, Luke even left the helmet I'm so, like, why did he take
we
it?
see the helmet get. We see him burn the helmet. And here's the drone, which was apparently a big problem, which apparently she was handling easily earlier. Now she can't hit. Until she pulls a stick out. And what are you doing, dude? Yeah. And the flashback montage, which was, I don't know.
Look what you did, Ray. You're angry.
Yeah, come on. Seriously? You screwed over BB-8.
Droid.
Yeah, come on. You're lucky you didn't kill your friend there. Like, it's not even your droid, it's Poe's. Which just raises the question of, why is he with you and not Poe?
Because they have R2 instead on the Falcon.
Why would... Like...
Yeah, R2 should really be with Leia because it's hers. And BB-8 should really be with Poe on the Falcon. You're right. This makes no sense.
Makes no sense. Who else would you trust to do really bad shit than R2?
Well, but Poe trusts BB-8. That was the whole point of the first movie. Was BB-8's the new R2.
But R2 is better.
R2 is better.
Yeah. But I mean, granted, here's another thing. Like I said, when it came to why don't she just make her own lightsaber? She always has her staff. Why didn't they just make it that her lightsaber? Make her staff. Make it that she made her staff a lightsaber.
That would make too much sense. That's why.
Yeah. No, but it's like they have a huge thing about reinventing the lightsabers, which is why they had the crossguard lightsaber to begin with. So it's like, okay, and make a staff lightsaber or something, dude. Seriously. Oh, the Millennium Falcon is now on fire.
Really bad. I'm sick. What you doing? What did you do to Falcon? Falcons are up and
yeah.
He gets on fire. What's left?
BB-8's not on fire.
And here's raises the question: are they friends? Because they're not acting like friends. This is bickering. Seriously.
Always.
Yeah, I don't know.
You like sweet skin? Yeah, I want to touch back. Oh, I know. I was there.
Yeah, and this, why are you upset? It's not your ship, it's Chewie's.
Bad news, that's what happened.
Rey feels like it's her ship. Because she was, she helped Han fly it when she found Han in the first movie. She found the ship. She flew it off Jakku. She thinks it's hers.
Chewie's I do like that they have a bunch of, if you look in the background, they have a bunch of fighters just sitting around, but it also raises the question of, like, where were those fighters in the first place? Because we just saw a Y-Wing in the background.
Why didn't they have backup? Exactly.
Yeah.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
It confirms the worst. How is this the worst? Seriously. And Rose, who was just...
Where did the Hobbit come from? Been in any of the other movies?
Nope.
Maybe.
He wasn't any of them. No, mind you, I mean, a rule I have is I never, I don't ever, get pissed off at the actors because, you know what? This isn't the actor's choice. Their actors are not the ones who are making these decisions unless it's someone like Tom Cruise.
J.J. Abrams letting all his friends be in Star Wars. That's
Pretty much. I mean, granted, a lot of, like, when they did Attack of the Clones, when they had that whole Jedi battle in the arena sequence, that was every ILM person being like, hey, you want to be a Jedi? Sure! So, I mean, a lot of that is basically the same thing here. It's J.J. Abrams going, hey, you're my friend, you're in Star Wars.
Yep. You can be a TIE fighter, or not a TIE. You can be an X-Wing fighter, too.
Yeah. And then Maz, who was not there at all, is now apparently joined the Resistance now.
She was there before. She was busy during the last movie.
why don't they have her be in the Resistance then? Because it looked like she was doing her own thing. It's like you think she should still be doing her own thing, but
She was just specifically, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I like how you were trying to play devil's advocate there. Then you just
She
gave
was
up.
definitely like helpful for the Resistance though in the first movie. That's how that's why we met her to begin with. And then last movie, we don't know what happened, but it sounded like she got caught up in something else and couldn't help the Resistance.
Yeah, okay. Well, wouldn't that have been a great story to show us? Rule of movie telling. Show, don't tell. So
No, that's why these movies suck so bad.
Yeah. I mean, what they could have easily done is say, "Oh, she's in a different part of the Resistance. They have different Resistance bases all over." Oh, shit. They have different resistant bases all over, and she's doing another one that's currently under siege, and that's why they can't help. Okay, congratulations, you answer all the problems. But they don't. It's just like she's doing a smuggler thing, and now apparently she decided to join. And again, Rose, who's just... I feel so bad for her.
Rose, come with us. No, they decided to write me out of this movie. Bye.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, I think that may have been the actress's request because she got absolutely destroyed.
I mean, I know she had issues after the second movie, but I don't know.
No, and by the way, if you're one of the people who are attacking the actors and actresses, up yours. Seriously. Like, Jake Lloyd very famously had a complete breakdown and destroyed all the Star Wars merchandise he was given just because he was so bullied in school because of it. So, yeah. And the lightsaber. Again, have her make her own lightsaber. Have that be part of her training that she's apparently on now.
Yeah, that really should be part of her training.
Yeah, seriously. And Carrie Fisher, I mean, and Carrie Fisher being, it's like, I feel bad. There's not a lot that goes on because Carrie Fisher passed away between the two movies, but seriously, it's very clear what they're doing here. They have very limited footage of her, so they have to shoehorn in everything.
Yep.
Oh, figures. And here, the helmet was destroyed. Now we gotta rebuild it for reasons.
Because it's a metaphor. Abrams thinks he's fixing Star Wars, and so this is him showing, hey, look, I'm fixing the helmet. I'm putting everything back together. No, you should have left the helmet smashed, dude.
That what you just said makes far more sense than anything else in this movie. Seriously. That he thinks he's fixing Star Wars, so that's why they're fixing the helmet. That just makes like more sense.
You can still see the cracks in the helmet. You still see the cracks in this movie. You did a terrible job.
Yeah.
Should have left it smashed. Should have swept it away and just started over.
Yeah. I mean, granted, that is the thing they do in Japan, where it's like if you have a bowl that's cracked, you fix it with gold, so that way, it's just it's part of Japan's culture. Yeah. And here where we get introduced to the new general who was Pride, I think his name was. I don't actually remember. And Hux is just completely shit on.
I thought you were over the helmet.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No. I like it.
Shut up, you.
Sir, but these allies are excellent.
Yeah, seriously, this is all. And I'm trying to recognize now if any of these other guys were ever seen. Did we see them on the Death Star in the original series? I seriously doubt it, but I'm trying to double check. Because I mean, that's what Clone Wars did a lot. Admiral Wolf, I think. Anakin's general in the Clone Wars. They specifically designed him after one of the actors in the first movie, specifically so that way it's like, oh, this guy, he's actually, he's on the Death Star, because he would be. And there we got
that's why
two
they
little
kept using Tarkin a lot.
Yeah.
Because everyone knew that Tarkin was in the movies. So let's show him during this Clone Wars and other things.
Yeah, and here they're having a festival for a reason. I mean, seriously.
Why not?
I like that they have a festival that this planet's celebrating a festival because it gives that planet life. I mean, it's like, okay, this planet has a culture and stuff to themselves, but you think they would have realized this before they got there.
Dash, come.
Seriously.
It's like a 90s prom movie. They're doing
Hollywood men.
Yeah.
It's fair too. It is choreographed dancing regardless.
Yep.
But this would be an ancestral dance.
So it's like line dancing.
Infant that looks like a pig. I wish they had made like a couple, because you see a couple of these creatures in the background. I really, really, really wish they would have made those banthas, because in the original Star Wars lore, banthas, I mean, Tatooine basically started exporting banthas all over the galaxy. I mean, they had banthas on Kashyyyk and everything. So it would have been kind of cool to see that, but. And here, the necklace, which is important for plot points later.
Is it?
Yeah. I remember it being a thing. Granted, this entire movie, it's like like I said earlier, this entire movie is based on like a video game. It's like, okay, video game level this is another level. This is another level. Seriously. Like, now we got our desert level, then we'll have our, later on we'll have our forest level, and then we'll have our ice level. Yeah.
Serving another master.
Of course, Palpatine wants.
Sounds like it. Sounds like you're serving another master, Kylo.
Seriously.
I thought the whole point of him killing Snoke was because he wanted to be the master, and then he goes and digs up Palpatine.
Yeah.
But he says he doesn't want to serve. He's got other plans.
Then why did he dig up Palpatine?
Yeah.
He found a thing that.
Like, I'm sorry, Palpatine orchestrated the Clone Wars so that he could take over the Empire. And you think you can outsmart him?
Yeah.
No one outsmarts Palpatine.
Darth Vader did.
Darth Vader didn't outsmart Palpatine.
Darth Vader, because Palpatine, that was Palpatine's downfall. He thought Darth Vader was, he thought he had Darth Vader wrapped in his fingers, but he didn't. That was his downfall. That was his flaw, and they made it very clear throughout the the necklace, which apparently can be grabbed through across the galaxy.
But they established that in the second movie, that whenever they have that connection, they can kind of interact, because I thought they showed water from her like splashing on him at some point.
They
like touched hands, and one of them was wet, and they made the other one wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out wrong.
Yeah, and they're being Pride, which, shouldn't it be Hux? But like I said, Hux is already just shit on. And yeah, apparently they have stormtroopers here already. And apparently their armor is still absolutely useless. Oh, man.
Yeah, their armor can't even stop an old-fashioned arrow.
Yeah, modern armor can do that. Seriously. We have glass strong enough to do that. Yeah. And Billy D. Williams, man, I hope you were paid well.
You too, buddy.
Yeah.
He was paid.
Yeah. Like I said, I hope you're paid well, because seriously, this movie's shit. Like I said, I don't blame him for appearing in the movie. I mean, you know what? Because he kind of has to. They have to pull him in, but...
I mean, they didn't have to pull him in.
I know.
Yeah, I guess they didn't have to, but still, they were like,
It was nice they did, though. Yeah, I like it.
If I were making these movies, I would have put. Like I said, I wouldn't have them be the focus. They'd be cameos. So, and I will mention, I love Billy D in pretty much everything he's ever been in. So, I mean, even this is like, I just love him so much. But that does remind me, he was also in the Colt 45 commercials, which apparently, if you give him any merchandise to sign, he will happily sign it. But if you give him any Colt 45, he will not. Apparently, that's the only thing he will not sign. So I don't know personally. I've never met the guy. I've never had him sign anything of mine, but that's just the story I've heard.
I've seen him at a con, but I just went to his panel. I didn't go to his booth or anything, so I don't know if there was any signs on his booth. Like, I didn't go to it at all, but I kind of wish I had.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, I've never been.
The handler for Billy D was like, he goes to these cons a lot. He gets asked all of the same Star Wars questions. Yep. We'll have a contest. If anybody can ask him something that he's never answered before, you'll get a prize. And nope, got the same old stuff.
Yep. It's like, but it's also like, he's been in other things, I remind you, which one?
The sad thing is that you're asking him about something that he did 40 years ago. He's like, look, I'm doing my best to remember. It was fun, but.
Yeah. But that reminds me of he was also in a he was also in a Batman movie as Harvey Dent, which was, seriously, that would have been cool. See him as Two-Face? That would have been amazing. Yeah. Yeah. And again, which is that's the thing.
Didn't they give them jetpacks in Rebels or Clone Wars? I feel like I've seen them in
jetpacks. Yep, they had them in Clone Wars. Yeah. So so it's like they fly now. They've always been able to fly. Which I will say, I do like that one thing they show that they have like a grenade launcher underneath their guns. That's modern day assault rifles do have that. So it's good to see that the Empire is actually, learning something, but still. Not now, BB-8. He's saving your life. Yeah. And but here's the thing. They showed that they had shields or stuff earlier, but apparently you knock them in the air, they don't have shields anymore. I don't know. Yeah. I don't buy that would happen. I don't buy that would get caught in the tread. But why not?
I would have thought it would have gummed up their system some other way, though.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I agree with that. I would have, caused a malfunction if anything. I don't think it would have gotten caught in the treads and caused that like that. I'm pretty sure it would have just gummed up the system and stopped. Whee! Because apparently you forgot that they had another guy. And
That's not ouch.
Oh, of course, because
that
this happened wasn't bad enough. Let's screw up.
And only now are they sinking. Yeah, they were there. They've been on that for a good 30 seconds, but only now are they sinking. Ray, you can use the Force. Why don't you just pull them all out? You could do that earlier.
She forgot she was a Jedi.
Yeah, she forgot that she had the Force for a while, I guess.
We're getting reports of a raid festival access.
This mission is everything. We cannot fail.
Wow, that's a little dramatic.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like what?
Do me a personal favor.
This dude's totally in this movie just because he's friends with J.J. Abrams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like how Rose just goes fuck off and walks away like that. So I'll give the points there. So,
yeah, we see you're all right.
Now they have, C-3PO.
I'll be right back.
Ouch. Yeah, you're going to need a shower after going through that. Ouch. You're going to need some lights. Seriously, she should have had the lightsaber out earlier for the light. And you don't ever hold the light. I don't know if you've ever used a torch before. You don't hold it in front of you because you won't see anything. You kind of hold it back behind you so that way you can see. Because if you have it in front of you, all the light just floods your eyes and you don't see anything below it. It's just seriously.
When you tell us about all that shifty stuff you do.
And here we have more bickering. Seriously, are these two friends? Are these people friends? Because they don't act like they're friends. They're just bickering, constant high school bickering. Oh. And that thing has a what are they called? One of those things that you put on front of your car if there's like a really nice car. I forget what they're called.
A sun reflector?
Hood ornament.
Oh.
My brain just stopped. I worked an overnight shift last night. I'm sorry, I'm still not awake. Yeah, they found bones. And the Sith dagger, which is apparently important.
Sure.
Here's the thing. When she first touched Anakin/Luke's lightsaber, she had a complete Force vision. How come she didn't have a Force vision when she picked that thing up?
20.3 Brazilian languages. You can't read that.
It's a good question. I don't know.
I know exactly where the wayfinder is. Unfortunately, it is written in the runic language of the Sith. So what?
And this is just contrivance. It's like, why would you have him be able to speak the language? Why would you have him be able to understand the language if he can't speak it? Seriously. What is the point of that? It makes legit no sense. On the snake thing.
Well, it's probably hard to program him a language to speak if they don't know what it sounds like.
Well, he can apparently translate it. Apparently he can read it, so...
He can translate Latin, but that doesn't mean anybody living knows how to properly pronounce anything from it. Or Egyptian, for that matter.
Well, then how come he can't... But he can't translate for them. That's the thing. He can't say, this is what it means. He can't even write it down.
I got nothing then. That makes no sense.
Yeah, like I said, it makes absolutely
He
no sense.
knows how to write or translate Sifin. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, none of it makes sense. And if you ever encounter a wild animal, especially an injured wild animal, don't approach it. It's gonna kill you.
She's a Jedi. She can talk to animals. Haven't you watched Rebels?
If she were actually doing something before this, I could understand it. If she were if she were speaking to it, then I could buy that. But she's not. She just approaches it.
Do it in her head. She's using her feelings. They're being empathetic.
Like I said, it's show don't tell. So that's the thing.
They're showing that animals inherently trust her because she's a Jedi.
I don't buy that. If she had been saying like, okay, stay calm or something, then yes, I could get it. But they don't show that.
Spend a lot of time showing that Ezra Bridger made connections with animals all the time.
Yeah, and here that she has to give up a bit of her life in order to heal something. Force heal has been a thing in the extended universe forever and a half. Why couldn't they just make it there?
It in the movies before, because remember, the books don't count anymore.
Which is unfortunate. Seriously.
Actually, it's more on Disney's part.
Also, we should also mention
I don't think they've ever had force healing in the movies. They've always had them in like Bacta tanks and stuff. So it's using your life force to heal something is now a thing. And when it comes to force healing, they got to make that up.
Although I do like that Chewie is carrying BB-8 up the impossible to climb hill. I do appreciate that. Also, we should mention the Knights of Ren, who are apparently very big deal, but we never actually explore, which is just seriously. Jeez. And this ship that apparently has been sitting there forever and a half, but it still has power that you just you flip a switch and the power turns on, no problem.
Yeah, space batteries don't need to be started every couple days to make sure they don't die.
Apparently,
you can let
it's like a steam engine that you can just turn on, no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that reminds me of in the movie Battleship, of which I don't know if you saw, but a lot of people were going off about, they can start the Iowa up after it's been sitting there for so long, or the Missouri up after so long. It's like, actually, the Missouri is a steam-powered battleship. You could actually get it started pretty easily because steam power is pretty, more or less pretty easy to get going. But I mean, it would have taken a lot longer than what they showed in the movie, but still. And she just leaves. Well, mind you, everybody knows the reason she left, but still, it's just for the trailer shot. That thing is clearly not. Yeah, you don't drive that if you want to save the environment. It's freaking smoky. Yeah, why is she out there? It's like, seriously, get her back to the ship. And where the hell is she? Yeah, and Chewie was captured.
How the heck was Chewie captured so quickly?
You're asking me?
How did nobody see this ship come up?
You're asking me? Like I said, this entire thing is video game logic. Which is unfortunate, because seriously.
Like, she can sense Ren coming from 50 million miles away, but she couldn't sense a truck come up and take Chewie hostage?
Yeah.
Also, why are the lines on his helmet red? What kind of metal are they using to weld his helmet back together?
You're asking me? I don't know. It's his hatred. His hatred's causing the metal to turn red. I don't know. That literally any reason you can put forward, it makes more sense than what the movie tells us. And this is just rule of cool.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Why don't he shoot her? God knows. But yeah. Yeah, and it yeah. That's a nasty crash. Ouch. Yeah. And it exploded too. I don't remember that.
Seriously, how did you not see that ship land?
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. And she can pull it out of the fucking sky, apparently. And yeah, you somehow survived that horrible. Seriously, that thing's airbags must be amazing.
To survive, obviously.
Seriously, that thing has to have great airbags.
Oh my god!
Not even his cape was ruffled. He looked, yeah. Here's an idea: use the Force on her to stop her using the Force. Seriously. You want these ships to be able to escape. Literally go stab her. Do something other than trying to push. Granted, this is literally taken straight from Ryan versus Dorkman. Lightning. Yeah. She can do that because yeah, you killed your friend. Good job. Oh, no, wait.
Now you see them coming, but you didn't see that first ship land.
Seriously. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, even he's like, damn. You're seriously fucked up.
wasn't your fault.
And they just hide out in an asteroid belt.
It was Ren. He made you.
She was gone. I panicked.
Now I will say I do appreciate that they at least have a moment of like, oh, you killed your friend, but still. It's just, it was shoehorned in because.
Both Ren and the Sith. And who was on it?
Oh, these crackers.
No, me.
And me.
Maybe you should let go of your anger.
Yep.
Maybe you should work on meditating a bit more.
Yeah, no doubt.
Word.
And they're on the, they have the Falcon now.
Under command of the Knights of Red and bosses, the transport was destroyed.
Seen a report.
No, Legion General. There was another transport in the desert.
I just don't like how whiny Hux is.
Moved back to Valley.
I know. Well, it's like he was the second in command earlier. How come he's not
whiny
anymore?
this whole trilogy.
Yeah.
He's
And
been
oh,
like
Chewie's
fighting
alive.
Ren over authority, and it's just petty. The two of them are just petty, and it's annoying.
8 hours left.
He's the worst character.
Which I mean, that's just it bugs the shit out of me because like Tarkin in the first movie, Tarkin, I mean, he just says something and it you respect the hell out of it. And this Hux is just like a whiny baby.
That's what I mean. Like nobody respects Hux, and like
not even J.J. Abrams, who created the character.
Yeah, they see Hux and Ren just be petty and like to each other. It's not even like a terrifying pettiness for each other. It's childish. Nobody respects either of them, but they at least fear Kylo Ren, and they don't even fear Hux because he's got nothing. It's not mine.
It's all been for nothing. All we've done, all this time. We're all in this.
We're all in this together. Star Wars meets
Why
High
not?
School
It would have been
Musical.
better than what they're showing now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? The Star Wars universe needs a musical.
Why not? You know what? Hell, why not? I'd take it. I mean, Disney's the one. Disney's the one hosting this, and they make some great musicals. You know what? If they were to make a Star Wars musical,
Worse
why
than what
not?
we're watching, right?
I'd be in. I'd go for it. And this
Get
ship,
some good
which is
Alan Menken music in there. Heck yeah.
yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Make Leia a true Disney princess.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm in on that. Why not? And this other droid here, which is apparently that they needed because reasons. And it just needed to be turned on.
Look how adorable it is.
Yeah. I do like the droid design, though. I will say that. I do kind of like
Look,
the droid.
I made a friend!
Yeah.
And BB-8's so proud of himself.
No, thank you. Yep.
Isn't that an evil robot?
And here's the next video game level is now we got this snowy level.
The snowy level.
Well, like I said, this entire movie is just freaking cut. It's like I said, video games. It's like, okay, we had our desert level. Now we're gonna have our snow level, or all they need is a sewer level later, which I think they actually have grammar. Oh wait, that was when they were underneath the sand pits. So they've had the sewer level.
James says they're missing the water swimming level.
Yeah, to be fair, that is one level they're missing. I mean, I know a lot of people get pissed off, like, because I always mention that in the original lore they actually have water. They have water planets. Like Manan is a great one, which was featured in KOTOR.
Well, I was gonna say
I understand.
Planet Akbar or Mon Calamari.
Yeah. Mon Calamari, which we know is a freaking water planet, and we meet your friend here.
Well, you'd be surprised. What's going on? Guys, this is Zori's Sorry, this is Ray and
I can
Finn.
pull this trigger right now.
I've seen you do worse.
For a lot less.
Can we just talk about this?
I want to see your brains in the snow.
You're so mad. Sorry, we could use your help.
I still really want a Poe and Finn TV show out of this.
Not only were your crew,
That'd be funny.
Why not have them be the star of the musical?
Dig into some of Poe's background with characters like this
Yeah.
pop up all the time. It'd be great.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, here we it's like, oh, you were a spice runner.
He kind of
What's
looks
the
like
matter?
Lord Zed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But it's like, oh, you were a spice runner. It's like Han Solo was a spice runner.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who hasn't run some spice? Everyone's done it. Even Ahsoka's done it. Like, come on.
Yeah,
You gotta
seriously.
make time.
Everybody's done it at this point. So what's it matter that he used to do it? Seriously.
Exactly.
And plus, he's in the Resistance. It's not exactly like when
What do they think the
That's
Millennium
great.
Falcon is known for?
yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean,
Why is it known
in
for the
Rogue
Kessel
One?
Run?
Well, I mean,
Because
it's
it was
part-
running spice. What?
Yeah.
What? Isn't that what the Kessel Run is? What?
Yeah. But I mean, that's part of why I liked the part of what I really liked in Rogue One. They have an entire scene of like, look, we've done horrible things. I've had to assassinate people. Blah blah. It's
That is
it's
only
under the
a reason
illusion.
I can get away with valuable information because that's what it means to be in the Resistance.
Seriously. And oh my gosh, character on the right, Doctor Who race. There was a background thing on the right that looked just like a Santaran from Doctor Who.
That looked like what? I missed it. I missed the characters. I don't know.
Yeah, have you ever seen Doctor Who, the Santarans?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw in the background there was a character that looked just like a Santaran. So I was
That's
like, whoa,
funny.
seriously, they have that?
That's what we need.
Who are you hanging out with that's shit?
Yeah. And I will say I do appreciate they have this tiny little alien thing here that's doing all the hacking, because everything else we see is roughly human size, so it's good to see that there's an alien that's positively puny.
Right.
So I mean, it's also
that's
like,
like,
why don't we see
I mean, we've seen like the prequels were better with that too, showing like a lot of aliens that were obviously not even close to being humanoid.
Yeah. So it's good to see. I mean, granted, I always want to see like a scorpion race. I want to see a race of like, this is clearly something not human. It is completely out of the blue, random, but still.
How about the hot's not non-human enough for you?
Yeah, still. Because I mean, it's like, because a hut is just a very, very fat human with a tail. And so I want to see something that's completely like out of the blue.
They're not really intelligent because they're always usually pets.
Those things do some
Yeah.
serious.
They're like monkeys.
Smarter than monkeys.
Oh, and here,
I'm trying to monkey to do shit.
You could totally train a monkey to do shit.
you can train monkeys are incredible. You can train monkeys to do a lot of stuff.
It's a Wookiee. No, the little thing that Jabba had that laugh.
Oh, Salacious Crumb.
Yeah. James was trying to say they're non-human, but I'm like, they're not really like an intelligent species either, though.
Yeah. And something we just kind of glossed over. They have the whole, I'm taking one last look at my friends. Are they your friends? Because we don't see them acting like friends. We see them acting like petulant teenagers who are constantly whining.
They're like close family. That's what they're trying to get across. Don't you bicker with your brothers all the time?
Oh gosh, me and my brothers literally get into fist fights. That's how we usually communicate.
See? That's why they're more like family. They're more like siblings than friends. That's how close they are. It's why they bicker all the time. Trust me, if they hated each other, they wouldn't even be bickering. They wouldn't even be able to stand that close to each other and go on missions together.
Fair enough. And here, they show her eyes. Why don't they just take off the flipping mask? Seriously.
Well, why do we even need to see her eyes? We never saw
Yeah.
Boba Fett's
Yeah, it's like
face
if you're gonna
or
do this, do it.
face,
Don't-
and they're amazing characters. We don't need to see faces.
Yeah. Serious. No, but it's like if you're gonna actually do that, go the whole way. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I feel like showing her eyes is just weird. Like you
Yeah.
just should have left it on.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything.
I mean, if it were like if she were to have like a backstory, which granted this character has no backstory because she was only introduced 5 minutes ago. If she were to have a backstory of like she does, she just can't like she only shows her face to people she trusts. So if she kind of trusts you, she'll lower her visor. But if she really trusts you, she'll actually take off the mask. That'd be fine. But like I said, this character was only introduced 10 minutes ago. So what do we know about her?
Nothing. I forgot she was even in this movie.
Bingo. So
Was that Emily Ratajkowski?
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is. I feel like I should. I feel like it's an actual
It's somebody.
yeah, I think it's an actual actress, but I don't. But I.
It's probably one of J.J. Abrams' friends.
Probably. Which, to be fair, J.J. Abrams has a lot of friends. He's been in the industry for a while. He's met a lot of people. And that thing is just
Like in the
now
first
really.
movie, he's like, "Hey, he's my friend. Who wants to voice a stormtrooper?"
Yeah.
There are a lot of
that's why
famous
Daniel Craig. That's why Daniel Craig was a stormtrooper.
What?
That's why Daniel Craig was a stormtrooper.
Exactly, and Kevin Smith and a bunch of other people.
Yeah. Ouch. And his eyes go red. I sure hope someone was recording this because he's.
Yeah, let's just completely revisit the entire original trilogy.
Yeah.
Zori Bliss is played by Kerry Russell.
Ah.
I don't know who that is. I feel like I should, but I don't.
I will say I did like how that after C-3PO was done speaking, the little guy's like, "Ah, I did it! I told you I could do this." So I do appreciate that, but the First Order's here. And oh, by the way, you didn't kill Chewie. He's still alive, and you know this now because
she can sense that he's alive. How did she not sense earlier that he wasn't actually dead?
That was literally about to say that exact same thing.
Again, how did they not notice 2 transport ships land and 2 of them take off? They only ever saw 1 transport take off? Like,
yeah, it makes no sense. None of it makes sense.
that whole scene was dumb. So
yeah.
Sorry, I don't think I can
She's giving him this, even though she wanted to shoot him earlier. Now very, very valuable.
Oh. Can I kiss you? Oh.
Yeah. And apparently they were romantically involved. Why doesn't they're freaking raiding the planets. How come no TIE fighters go attack the ship or do at least escort the ship in? Because she only plugs it in now.
On the planet, but they're just gonna let ships take off and land willy-nilly.
Yeah.
I like how every chance they get now, C-3PO is reiterating how he doesn't know who any of them are. We get it. Your mind was wiped.
Yeah. Well, what I think they should have done, actually kill him. Actually be, after he said that, that was it. He's done. He doesn't, that's it. And this is just, this is basically like if you were to run through like the USS Enterprise. It's like they're running through an enemy fortress, gunning down. This isn't dramatic or scary or anything. This is literally turning on the characters' god modes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. They don't meet any resistance. There's already too much going on in this movie. I guess they decided we didn't need this too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a little far, Ray.
Yeah. Well, here's an idea. you're with the stormtroopers. Have them be like escorting you, so that way it looks like you
that
guys are
would've made
prisoners,
sense.
and they're just
Or steal their
Yeah.
armor like we do in every other movie and TV
Yeah.
show. But no, that makes too much sense too.
Which reminds me, I feel bad for Rex of how he constantly has to put on the stormtrooper outfit. And they make a point of it. It's like this shit is not comfortable. Which, by the way, as someone who's actually worn stormtrooper armor, it is not comfortable.
No, that was the joke in the first movie when Luke says, "How do you see out of these things?" It's because you actually couldn't see out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it also reminds me of if you ever talk to people who there are people who wear stormtrooper armor. I mean, modern people who make these outfits, they actually design them to make them better.
Yeah.
But if you actually wore the legit armor, that you would get there's an injury that because the armor would seriously dig into your calves, so it would give you what a lot of people term the monkey bite. And so you'd have these people, they would wear this armor and go on like a parade, and they, at the end of it, they're just ready to die because it just digs into the leg so much. Yeah, and like I said, they're gunning down all these people easily, willy-nilly, no problem. Seriously, like I said, this is just turning on the character gods mode.
They're not hiding. They're not taking any cover. They're just, this is me playing a video game, and let me tell you, I usually die when I pull these stunts.
Yeah, like I said, they've activated the cheat code to make them invulnerable.
Oh, look, somebody finally got hit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, now they're captured. They were killing everybody earlier without problem, and now they can't do it.
Well, they'll get caught in the crossfire if they kill them. I don't know.
Like I said, none of it makes sense. Oh man. And Darth Vader's helmet, which like you mentioned earlier, how is that thing still around after being torched? God only knows, but
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, now she's having a force.
Oh yeah, now she's getting it. Yeah. Why it didn't happen earlier, God only knows, but yeah, now it's happening.
I'm on your ship.
Yeah.
You're 2 steps behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I can see your background, but you can't see my background because haha. I know the rest of your story because we have to undo what we told you earlier. Yeah, that's seriously. If they were no one, I don't know.
I still think she should have actually been Luke's illegitimate child. I think that would have been a better backstory than making her Palpatine's granddaughter. Or
Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's an illegitimate daughter or something. Seriously.
Yeah, but Luke makes more sense because we know enough of Obi-Wan's history that the only person he probably would have done anything with would have been Satine during Clone Wars.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, I would. There's another musical. There's a musical right there for you.
That's what
you were talking about making a musical. Have those two, yeah.
Yeah, and they clearly never said he had any kind of relation with Satine, but they could have, I guess, attempted that. But anyway, Luke would have made more sense because I can see him doing something because we don't know what happened between the end of episode 6 and episode 7. There's 30 years there. Sure, he tried to teach Jedi and then stopped whenever Ben killed everyone, but there's still a good chunk of time there where he could have had a romantic relationship with someone and then ran away.
Had it be that he had a romantic connection with someone and then ran and killed her?
Yeah.
There's a thing they could have done. And that would seriously explain why he...
They're like, no, let's bring back Palpatine because that's what people want. Like, no, we're tired of this old crap. Do something new.
Yeah.
It was so
And they
unoriginal.
both stopped
and,
fighting. Yeah. They both stopped fighting long enough for him to go, oh, that's where you are. When it's like, actually, just keep fighting. Yeah. And he can apparently just break it off willy-nilly, which why can't she if he can break it off?
Actually, I'd like to do this.
And this. Yeah, which to be fair, if a superior officer were to say, hey, I want to do this myself, you do that. You give them the gun. But I don't think you really turn your back on them. And there's more bickering. It's like they're about to die. Seriously?
It's how they cope. That was the dumbest thing ever. I'm the spy.
Yeah.
It makes no sense for him to be the
None of it
spy.
makes sense.
I'm a whiny little kid, and I'm so upset at Kylo Ren. I decided to be a spy.
Yeah.
No,
we see that crossbow has a lot more power in The Force Awakens. How come it's just a gun now?
this is so dumb. I hate this.
Oh my gosh. C-3PO has no memory. Why are you talking to him like he has a memory? Here's an idea, Hux. You've already proven yourself to be a spy. The First Order would know that you're a spy now. You have to go with them.
You don't. Why would you leave him behind?
Yeah.
I need Kylo Ren to lose.
Oh yeah, no, that's still the worst. Like,
Yeah. Petty, freaking high school pettiness.
I hate him. I hate this movie. Yeah. It's stupid.
Well, like I said, what he should do is he should be joining them now, because here's the thing, there's no way you can get out of this alive. You were sent to oversee their execution. How did they escape the execution? The only explanation is you allowed them to escape, so you're gonna die.
Right.
So.
Oh man! All right, I'll be right back.
Do you need me to pause or what?
No, it's fine.
Nope. All right. But that's a thing in Rebels. I think it's Rebels. Hold on, my brain just stopped. Hold on. Yeah, in Rebels they have a spy that's in the Empire, and they have the whole thing of like, oh, they're catching on to who the spy is. They know who the spy is. So he kind of like does a bait and switch. So it's like, oh no, this guy's actually a spy. I can still help you out if I'm still here. It's like. But in this situation, it makes no sense. No, Puck should legitimately just be like, all right, I'm joining you guys now, because if I don't, they will kill me. Ugh. And here, come to the dark side, which has never been a thing. It's never been a thing for this character, I should say. Because guess what, Kylo? You're not the one in charge. Palpatine is. And yeah, you have to skip the background because you guys apparently didn't freaking lock that shit down.
Nope.
Yeah, they apparently didn't impound that ship, or at least strap it the flip down. Yeah, great jump, by the way, but still. They have a ship right there. Why don't they chase them into hyperspace now? Apparently, you can have TIE fighters do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and Hux just completely unceremoniously shot.
Yeah, like how did you not see that coming?
The master's the way to find out. That's what we're doing.
Oh gosh.
and destroy it.
Like, when did Palpatine have a kid?
Yeah. And it must have been after he completely got zapped with lightning. So apparently, after he became all disfigured and everything, he managed to convince a lady to sleep with him.
No, it would have been before that.
Sure.
He would have had a because Rey's like what, 20?
Approximately.
So like his kid would have had to have been at least in their 20s by the time she was born, which means Palpatine would have had to have had a kid somewhere during the Clone Wars.
That's still pushing it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. That's still pushing it, but
And like, when was he having a kid then? He was too busy coordinating
running
a
the
war
flipping
from both sides.
galaxy. Yeah. Yeah, the landing gear was busted, so we literally just haphazardly crashed it into a fucking mountain.
I don't know how they're gonna get it
yeah.
back up and running after that, though.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, they didn't think this through.
No, I do a lot of plane simulators, and here's the thing: in simulators, landing a plane is difficult. So crashing something like that, I don't think it's taking off again, but it does remind me of the worst thing I've ever happened. But that's a story for itself. No, in a video game called War Thunder, they at least this what it was when it first started. If your plane landed on the runway, all you had to have happen was all the pieces be on the runway. So once my plane literally crashed on the runway and was literally just debris all across the runway. But since
How
every
did they know
piece
this
was
thing
on
was
the
going to
runway,
be
counted as
broken on the
landing.
moon in this way for this knife to work like this?
Well, yeah, and they also had to be standing in the exact right spot, because if they were standing 10 feet over, it wouldn't work.
That's like, this knife is the worst. That was the worst.
Yeah. And these are literally just horses with masks on them. Yeah. Seriously, you can tell that those are just horses with stuff on them. Funny.
Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope.
Thank you.
Choice. Get that ship fixed. Do you have any spare parts? No.
I can't wait that long. I'm a Jedi.
Yeah. And she just apparently it's too dangerous for them to go, but she can do it solo, no problem.
She's a Jedi. The Force can guide her.
Oh my God.
Is he using a sonic screwdriver?
It looks like it, yeah.
Yes.
Why not?
It's the first one.
There's a long cruiser on the West Ridge. Fixed for parts. When we were assigned.
Yeah. This is the first order part. Where the hell do you think these parts are going to come from, dude?
Not by choice.
The First Order runs the galaxy now. Where the hell are you think you're going to get your parts? I don't think they have a used car lot over down yonder. So seriously.
You.
I never knew there were more.
Is that one of us here was still
Oh my God. And yeah, here they have this whole thing. Seriously, you thought you were the first one? That's a whole thing in Rebels about how Wedge was a...
Like, half of the first movie was about him defecting. And then they never explored that again until now.
Oh,
this should have happened in the second movie. This should have been explored by this point. And it's not Abrams' fault. This is the one thing about this movie that I like, because this should have been touched upon much sooner.
Mm.
But I'm still upset that they never go any farther with it than this.
Yeah.
They hint that they're Force sensitive, and that's why they managed to get away. But I'd like to see that explicitly told and shown.
No doubt. But like I said, if again, I wrote, exactly, what I would have done if I were in charge of these movies. That's literally the plot of the entire trilogy. about he's the main character who was a stormtrooper, who becomes the Jedi.
Yeah.
He becomes the savior of the galaxy.
Like, it could have been, it could have followed both him and Rey becoming Jedi at the same time and, like, doing things. That would have been fine.
Yeah. But I'm not sure if you read, but that's literally how my story goes, is that he and Rey both are becoming Jedi, and that Rey goes to the dark side, and he doesn't.
That would have been a better storyline than what we got.
I will point out, you see this part going up and down on an actual boat? No! You would never have that, because that would just flip your damn boat. With those boats, the last thing you want is something that's freaking waving back and forth. Because it's Pirates of the Caribbean. They do that thing where it's like they just unstrap everything, so it's odd to just free run and then just run back and forth, and then the ship will turn over. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So this part that's going up and down, no, have it locked down so that it doesn't tip your damn ship over.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's very dangerous to go, so we'll go to first light tomorrow. Rey can make it because she's a Jedi. How we do it, God only knows.
Well, because, again, we're going off the assumption they escaped because they're Force sensitive, so let's pretend that they also use the Force to safely get there.
Yeah, because Finn is apparently Force sensitive.
Well, she might be too. That's because
apparently he is. Apparently that's what he was supposed to be like when he's going, Rey, I have to tell you something. It's like that's what he was going to tell her.
Well, I thought he was going to tell her that he loves her because that was a cheesy plot line that was going on too.
Yeah. Well, mind you, it would have made more sense than this. But yeah, apparently he's Force sensitive. That's what I've at least read in articles that people say. It's like, oh, he's actually. It's people reading way too much in this movie that make it. But it makes no sense.
It felt like that was what was being heavily hinted at in the first movie.
Mm-hmm. That's what should have been the story of the first movie.
Yeah, or at least a second movie. Again, I liked what you come up with. They both train to become Jedis, and she joins Ren to be a bad guy, and then Finn brings her back. That could have been a better movie than this BS we got.
Although my bad guy in my story was Cedrus, who was actually in the original trilogy. You know, he's actually a Jedi hunter. You know, who is around for Palpatine. But anyway, that's mixing marbles. Anyway, I do love this music that's playing though. I mean, I've always loved this music because this was written by John Williams for if you listen to it, it's what plays during when Darth Vader, when Anakin actually dies. That I love that music so much, and I really wish I could find it, but. And here we got freaking. This was apparently this is what pissed off Daisy Ridley a lot because she shot a lot of footage for this Darth Rey, but they cut it and only used this little bit. It's like seriously, that could have been a thing. Seriously, have her be fighting her own mental demons throughout the entire movie. That would have been cool. But no, it's just a trailer shot. And another Sith holocron, which, why Kylo didn't just go for that one, Lord only knows.
Because he didn't have the knife.
Thank God it survived the freaking Death Star exploding. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you remember how I said they have to reinvent the lightsaber every single time? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
Yeah.
Has he been there the whole time? Obviously, he landed a ship somewhere that, again, nobody saw.
Yeah.
How did she not sense him?
But seriously, I'm just none of this movie makes sense.
Can't go back to now. I can't.
Oh god, why not?
Oh no, you killed your father. Yeah, you can't
you still
really.
can.
The dark side is in
The entire point of the original trilogy is you can turn back. You can,
You can
if you
always turn
you
back.
can
It's
still.
never too late. You can kill
Yeah.
your daughter's entire planet. You can still come back to the light side.
You can literally murder children and still come back.
Why? Why did he kill the younglings? That still makes no sense. Oh. Yes, strike him down in anger, Ray. You are totally just proving his point right now.
Yeah. Well, it's like that's why in when we actually get to the Return of the Jedi, which is going to be one of the last movies to do because it's actually a good movie. That's why when Luke takes up his anger to strike him down, Palpatine is laughing like an idiot.
Exactly.
Because it's like I'm winning right now. That's literally the entire point. It's like you see what's happening right now. I'm winning. And yeah, here a body double. That's clearly a body double. Because that's pretty much how they did the Star movie. Most of the footage you see of Leia is not actually her. It's some other actress who with similar hair, and they just do body doubles, which has been used in Hollywood.
Hair and makeup in costumes easy. All you need is somebody the same size, and you'd never know.
Yeah. I mean, even fan films do body doubles. It's very cheap and very easy. That's why it's been done forever and a half. Yeah.
Seriously, where did he come from and how did nobody see him land?
Well, why did she force push him? I mean, seriously, if they were going for the whole, she pushed him out of anger, you can do that if you explore it, but they don't. And they got Superman leaps here. Why didn't you moonwalk back your lightsaber back into her there, dude? Come on. Use your gun or something. Granted, it would be a very difficult shot, but still. Whee! There's a giant gun right behind you. I wonder if that thing still works. Point that at him and
Probably.
shoot it.
Everything else still works. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, seriously. So yeah, get on the gun and shoot him with a giant turbo laser. That'll kill him.
Why is his lightsaber so, fiery? Did he make it wrong?
Yeah, that's something that's been theorized. That's been theorized about forever and a half.
Okay.
That's been being theorized ever since the trailer for Force Awakens of why is his lightsaber all, because it looks unstable. But they never explore it. They never say anything about it. Yeah, and the crossguard actually had a point there. Apparently you lost your thumb, because if you actually got cut like that, your thumb is gone. You're lucky you still have a hand at that point. Yeah, this bugs me, because it's like, okay, he's clearly beating her down to a pulp. And then,
But he hears his mom call.
Yeah.
He thought he couldn't ever go back to mommy, but she still loves him. And that this is him realizing, this is you're Martha?
Yeah. No doubt.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just kills her. And now, Rey literally stabbing an unarmed opponent. Seriously. You have he was unarmed. You used his own weapon to stab him.
She's
Seriously.
definitely going the dark side.
Yeah, she's fallen to the dark side. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna heal you. Now.
No, it's too late for that. Jesus.
Yeah. God damn it.
You stabbed him.
Yeah.
If you
trying
wanted
to see
to
if I
just
can turn
knock
my-
him out, why didn't you just hit him over the head with the butt end of your
Yeah.
lightsaber? What was the point of doing this?
Yeah. Oh, because I forgot to turn subtitles on for this movie, so I'm regretting my decision now. Because I can't turn them on without pausing the damn movie. So.
Why did you kill him just to heal him? There are other ways you could have done to incapacitate him.
Yeah. There's so many different ways I could have done it.
I killed you out of anger and I regretted my decision, so I healed you.
Yeah.
I guess that's what happened.
Evidently. I guess. I don't know.
No. She's dumb. She's dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb.
By the way, thank you for your ship.
Right.
And they got the Falcon working, even though they just crashed into a freaking mountainside. Seriously, that ship must be an amazing design because seriously, they put it through so much shit, and it still flies.
Something's happened.
Yeah, trust me, we already know.
She's gone.
You guys didn't tell them, how come, you have radios. Why is nobody talking to, yeah. I do like that Chewie has a freaking, emotional breakdown that one of his best friends died. So I'll give him that.
Well, I mean, he's got no one left now. Han's dead, Luke's dead, and now Leia's dead. He's got nothing left except for C-3PO. And I think I would also have a meltdown if all I had left was 3PO.
Mm-hmm. And here we got no. I have to talk about this. This has bugged me ever since this come out. They freaking got Harrison Ford to come back to do this. Granted, the only reason Harrison Ford came back to do this was because Carrie Fisher died. Here's an idea: have this be Hayden Christensen. We've had the entire thing about how he wants to be his grandfather. He wants to be his grandfather. Actually, have it be Darth Vader. Seriously.
And tell him how he regrets it. Yeah, that would have made sense too.
Gosh. That would have been so much more powerful than this. Seriously, it pisses me off because don't get me wrong, I love Harrison Ford, but he's never liked Star Wars. He hated Star Wars with a passion. The only reason he came back to do The Force Awakens was because, it was pretty much, my character's dying now. And then the only reason he came back to do this little cameo is because Carrie Fisher passed away. But still, it's like, have this be Hayden Christensen. It makes no sense for it to be Harrison Ford or Han Solo. Han Solo is not Force sensitive. Seriously, it would have been so much better.
Ren arguing with himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god.
Oh, shut up. Oh, call back. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and here's the thing. Don't. You're actually going to want to keep that. Yeah. Actually, you probably shouldn't have done that. You're going to want to keep that because. No, here's the thing: the lightsaber doesn't make you a bad guy. You should have held on to that.
I mean, even Vader used his bad guy lightsaber. No, he didn't. He just picked him up and threw him over. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, his hand was cut off at that point.
So dumb.
So.
Come to me on Exegol, General Pride.
Yeah, General
So
Pride.
everybody knew that Palpatine was
even though he'd
alive.
be an admiral.
Why is it Palpatine?
Let it burn. The final order. She will come. Her thread will follow.
And this Star Destroyer, which has a Death Star laser in itself, which just makes absolutely no sense. And this bugs the shit out of me. They use it on this one planet that we've only ever seen once. They should have. This is why when I wrote my, what I would have had, happen, I set them all. They always happen on one planet. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, but that way it actually means something when that planet gets completely decimated. It doesn't get destroyed, but half the planet gets bombarded to absolute destruction. So that way it means something when it happens. Because that's just a planet we just saw once.
Was capable of blowing planets up this whole time. Where was it during the final battles to begin with?
No doubt.
Do they just build these after Endor and then cover them in the dirt?
None of it makes sense. And thank God you know that. Don't you have an actual command structure? Seriously?
No. Yeah.
Apparently not.
I'm not ready.
Rather were we.
Yeah, thank you, Billy D.
Who on there, me? Who's ever ready?
How'd you do it? Defeat an empire. Almost nothing.
We had the Falcon.
Yeah.
That ship's amazing.
That's how we won. Yeah. Well, like I said, they crashed it into a freaking mountain and it's still flying. Hell yeah, that thing's amazing.
So what's your name?
I gotta talk to you about.
Yeah, only now you're talking to the droid.
I need you to this droid has. Thank you. I appreciate that. General.
Yeah. Seriously. I like how we call him Cone Face.
The little girl he was supposed to take from Jakku, the Emperor. He wanted her alive.
Yeah. She goes back to freaking the planet Luke was on and now just starts. Yeah.
Well, now I'm gonna go into hiding too, just like Luke did, because I'm a Mookie Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And thank God. And Mark Hamill coming back to freaking fix the freaking disaster.
Oh, that's ironic.
You threw it off a cliff. Yeah.
You threw the lightsaber in the last movie.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm never leaving this place. I'm doing what you do.
I was wrong. Fear. We was afraid.
Oh my gosh. But like I said earlier, the entire movie is just, oh shit, The Last Jedi. Okay, rewind, fix what we did. And And like you've mentioned many times, it's just no one had an overarching plan. No one knew where, what the hell are we doing? God only knows. And hello, cat.
Because she's so
Is that Percy or?
Yeah, this is Percy.
Okay.
Okay, hi, kitty cat.
some things are strong.
Just watch. We're gonna get more comments about the cat than the actual movie because this movie's shit. Well, I mean, go to YouTube. How often do you see people looking up cat videos? All the time. How often do people
All
trying
the time.
to? Yeah. How often do you see people trying to fix this movie? Never.
There's something my sister would want you to have.
Yeah. Oh, we have another lightsaber. Thank God. This one's really crystally. This one's very sparkly. Thank God. Seriously, it's super sparkly. And here we see that Leia was apparently being trained in how to be a Jedi too, but I guess they just never completed it.
It's the death of her son at the end of her chapter.
They did pretty good for the de-aging effects here, I will admit.
She surrendered her saber to me so that one day
It's not bad. It's not perfect, but still, it ain't bad.
someone who would finish her journey.
It's like, here's the thing. Where's your green lightsaber? How come we never see that again?
But this
That's a good point.
You'll take both sabers to Expo.
I can't get there. I don't have the wayfinder. I destroyed one ship.
I have everything.
Yeah, you destroyed the ship, but don't worry, it's alive. It survived. Don't worry, you're just fine. It survived. It survived a freaking torch.
You won't believe your eyes. Watch the X-wing rise.
Thank you. Oh man, I love that Star Wars rap parody. I'm Yoda. I'm a soldier. Well, that freaking rap is a boatload better than this freaking movie. It was made by someone with more far more respect to Star Wars than this.
Yes. Oh, look, Luke can finally get his X-wing out of the water.
That's something I was gonna mention when we did Empire Strikes Back, but that's what I think should have happened. Yoda should have picked it up out of the swamp, been like, "See, it can be done," and then threw it right back down into the swamp. Be like, "Now you do it." That way we actually have a sense of like Luke actually growing as a Jedi. But anyway. Yeah, and here's another thing that bugs the ever shit out of me. R2-D2 has C-3PO's memory on file. So
I'm
literally
not
that
surprised.
entire
It's your
point.
counterpart.
Yeah, but here's the problem. The point of C-3PO, I'm taking one last look at my friends. That means nothing now. It means nothing. Seriously. Like I said, what they should have done is just had C-3PO be dead. Because seriously, they just.
Can't get rid of C-3PO. He's a staple. He's the only character who's been in every movie.
It's like we talked about when it comes to when it came to the visors. If you're gonna do something, do it. So they have him lose his memory for 20 minutes just for comedy plot points, and now he gets it back because he needs to.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're gonna do something, freaking do it.
No.
Thank God you have the helmet, even though it's not really required. Whee! Why are you flying through that shit? Fly over it. Fly around it. That shit doesn't encompass the planet of Exegol like mixed. Like, here's the thing. When we talk about Serenity, Mr. Universe's planet, the entire planet was surrounded by an ion cloud. Exegol isn't surrounded by that red, misty shit, so just fly around it.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I don't have the subtitle, so I gotta kind of listen to this because I want to take a shit on Holdo's character here, but I have to know when I can say it. So hold on.
Except they won't. Their team's gonna find the tower, ground team's gonna blast it. I have an idea for that. Once the tower's down, we'll figure stuff in out. Shields, no way out.
We think he has 1998 reactors.
That's our chance.
We need to put some holdow maneuvers. Do some real damage.
Yeah, right
Seriously,
there.
where did
We
the
need the
hot
Holdo
come from?
maneuvers. Oh, that was a 1 in a million chance. Hold on. So Holdo did this 1 in a million shot. No, she wasn't trying to do that. She was trying to escape. Because you never ever plan on something on a 1 in a million shot working. For example, is your retirement plan based on you winning the lottery? No. If it is, you're an idiot. You never ever make a plan on the 1 in a million shot. So she wasn't trying to destroy this Star Destroyer. She was trying to escape. That's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah, and here, that's another Y-Wing. Which Y-Wing didn't we see any Y-Wings in the last one? Lord only knows. Y-Wings are amazing. Yeah, there's an A-Wing too that survived, and that's a tiny. Oh my god! Hold on. That A-Wing is freaking tiny, and the pilot is huge. That's gonna be a tight fit, my man. That's gonna be a very tight fit.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because he's a tall guy too. Seriously.
No, I know.
That ship is that big, and he's this big. And I'm not talking seriously. I don't mean to. I'm not even talking about the guy being overweight.
Also,
Seriously,
how did they not get any of these ships in the past 30 years?
Seriously, Y-Wing. There's B-Wings too. Where were the Y-Wings and the B-Wings in the last movie?
How has technology and ships not changed since the previous trilogy?
You're asking me? Yeah.
What good was the New Republic if they never got new ships?
You're asking me? Yeah. Don't worry, guys. We'll just let the X-Wing land. Why the hell have those ships not gone out?
Ships been deployed yet, and
Yeah, they've just been sitting there.
Why are they
They've been
still
sitting there
chilling
for several days now. Yeah, seriously, those ships have been sitting there for several days now. No worries, but no, they're fine. They're good. They're good. Don't worry. Even though they deployed one, which where the hell is that one now? Apparently, it came back. I guess. And then this entire. Why are you flying through this shit? Fly above it. Fly around it. If you're going to go light speed right after, just fly. God, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, welcome to the welcome party. Whee! Yeah, no shit.
There it is. Go. I see it. Got a visual on the tower.
Why don't they just, do a strike run on it? You already got fighters heading right at it. Just blow the shit up right there. That's what that's why we have A-10s and shit like that. They're really good at that shit. Or an AC-130 Spooky for another matter. Anyway. That's me whoring after modern military shit that rocks at its job. They have one job and they do it very well. Granted, this is. Oh, now they launched the TIE fighters. God forbid they had those launched earlier. Apparently, they only have one landing craft, too, which is just that no. Because what happens if that landing craft gets destroyed? Then you're out of ground forces. You have many. That's why in Halo they have orbital shock troopers. That way, it's like we have, instead of having one landing craft, we have a bunch of individual landing crafts. So that way, at least some are getting through.
That signal's coming from that command ship. That's our drop zone. How do you know? Feel it.
You want to launch a ground invasion on the sun?
I want to, but we can't take it up.
Look, he's force sensitive. Where was this last movie?
No doubt. Yeah, we hope. Why only have one lander? Seriously.
Jam the speeders?
Yeah. Here's an idea. You're in a spaceship. Turn. Literally rotate the ship. Because now we get horses running on a freaking Star Destroyer. Rotate the damn ship. That's all you have to do. You're in a spaceship.
Did you say Space Jam?
They have their own. They launch their own troop transports instead of just, I don't know, opening up a hatch and going outside. Oh my gosh, none of it makes sense. Because my brain is just literally, I'm trying to piece it together, but it's not working.
Yeah, I know. I'll be right back again. Hold on.
All right. You're gonna miss out on Ian McDiarmid's cheesy speeching. Oh my gosh. Which, honestly, Ian McDiarmid is the only good part of this movie just because he's so over the top. It's hilarious. But still, this movie is such shit. None of it makes sense. I'm trying, people. I'm trying to put it together, but none of it makes sense. It's just stupid. And here we got the Sith crowd who are these people? Are these the slaves that built the freaking Star Destroyers? Oh my gosh. Oh, shut up. And he's on a crane. Yeah. This makes no sense.
Oh, look, it's Palpatine! Yay!
Yeah. Yeah, well, on his crane. Yeah. Seriously, you know what should be happening here is we should see, her battling with the Dark Ray figure now.
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
Also, does she really believe that he actually wants her to sit on the chair? No! Anything Palpatine wants you to do is going to somehow benefit him. Come on, it's Palpatine.
Yeah. Yeah, and here what we say to actually makes sense. Like, if you kill me, my spirit will possess you, and that way I win.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah. Yeah,
nope.
No, it doesn't.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, only now are the ships turning on. Literally, you have a bunch of X-Wings. Just do an attack run. You don't need any ground forces. Granted, it makes no sense to have any ground forces because all they have to do is rotate the ship, and congratulations, that's it. And she has a freaking bow and arrow too. That actually, at least when Nara had used her bow and arrow, it actually made sense.
You just threw a whole belt load of bombs down the hatch, but turning one on is going to do it.
Yeah, no doubt.
There we go.
I mean, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Why don't you think that if they have this nav signal on one ship, why don't they have it on all the ships? And why are these ships just sitting there?
I gotta go do something.
Staying with you.
It'd be nice if she like sensed the same thing he did and like agreed with him.
Yeah.
There's a trap.
Gotta hit 'em ourselves.
Yep. Thank you. Why not?
Stay alive.
The time has come.
Seriously. In the Sith crowd here, who are these people? Seriously,
There's
this entire crowd.
Girl Snoke.
Yeah. Seriously, if this would actually make sense if it were like if there was the Darth Ray shit going on here instead of back there, but no.
Seriously, when did Palpatine have a kid?
I don't know. None of it makes sense.
Skywalker having a kid would have been the only character that made sense because we don't know his timeline for 30 years.
Yeah. Granted, what I think they should have done is made this about Jaina and Jason. Yeah. And okay, I'm doing literally the exact same thing I did with Luke. I'm going to show you the rebel fleet being decimated, so that way you get angry and kill me.
Well, I mean, it almost worked on Luke.
Yeah, it worked. Well, it did work on Luke.
The only reason why he didn't kill him was because Vader saved the Emperor's life.
Well, the problem is, I'm not arguing that it's not an effective strategy, because it would be an effective strategy. I'm arguing that it's the same damn story beat that we already seen.
Yeah,
like, have it be something else.
But the whole point of this trilogy was to just reiterate the original trilogy.
Which is a shame. Seriously. Tell us new stories. Oh, yeah. And Ben's here. Don't worry, guys. Ben's on his way. And she knows. Don't worry, guys. And here we got a shot of the X-Wing and TIE Fighter just lying there. Why? Ouch! Yeah, he said what I thought.
Go without us. This entire. You're gonna hit the command deck. Rose, please go.
And don't worry, guys. We're just gonna turn a gun onto the ship itself. Thank God the gun can actually aim at the ship.
And pledge herself as a Sith.
What happened to there can only be two? How is there a room full of Sith when there can only be two?
Yeah. Like I said, none of it. The thing I was saying is maybe those are the slaves who built the Star Destroyers.
I guess I can see that.
Yeah, that would be the only part that makes sense. And here we got the Knights of Ren, who were absolutely make no sense. And here we got the whole, okay, we're gonna call back. Oh, I can see exactly what's going on. And this is why you should have held on to that lightsaber there, buddy.
He's a Jedi. He should be able to rip a weapon off of them and use it against them. He can throw rocks at them. He can throw them. Like, he doesn't need a lightsaber. He just needs to remember he can use the Force.
Yeah. And thank God none of them are attacking you while you are just having this moment. Seriously.
They would have been such an epic Sith power couple.
No doubt. That would have been cool. She's gonna strike. No, I did it. She did a double no. Yeah, thank God. Yeah. You know, this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now they're afraid. Yeah.
Look, see, she is totally capable without a lightsaber.
Yeah. But my point is like, oh yeah, oh, screw you. He has that whole behind the back block thing. Screw that, seriously. But instead of making Leia's lightsaber, because we've never seen that before, that's never been a thing, have it be that he's holding his original red lightsaber. Seriously, because there's no point for them to have this whole, oh, I have a lightsaber now too, blah blah. Or heck, have him have both lightsabers.
Well, where's his pre-Sith lightsaber anyway?
Yeah.
Why didn't Luke still have that lying around?
Yeah. Yeah, and now, yeah, because apparently he can still do this.
The life force of your bond.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Thank
Yeah.
you. I definitely needed to see that.
Yeah, why not?
And now, the power of two restores the one true
Yeah. So yeah, now he does a force drain and sucks their life out. Which Rey was able to do every damn thing earlier. Why the hell can't she fight this?
Why? Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, his buddy died. Oh wait, he was flying an A-wing earlier. Why is he in an X-wing? We saw him literally getting into an A-wing.
No,
Seriously.
I don't think we saw him in the A-wing. He was just standing next to it, grabbing a helmet. Because he flew an X-wing in the Force Awakens.
Did he?
Yeah. I know
don't
the actor
remember
from
that.
Alias, so I remembered seeing him in the Force Awakens.
Fair enough.
There are more of us, Poe. There are more of us.
Oh yeah. And here we go. Where the hell were all you guys during The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
And this is like seriously. And another problem is these ship models are just completely reused assets. Although we see the ghost there in the background. Oh, here's another part I'm gonna rage at. Hold on, wait. I gotta wait for it.
That's fine, Lando.
There, Wedge Antilles. Hold on. Wedge Antilles he's always been an X-Wing pilot. He's the only X-Wing pilot, aside from Luke, to survive the original trilogy. Have him be in his own original X-Wing and have a shot of the old Ace and the new Ace flying in formation, blowing shit up. Seriously. And yeah, here we got a Y-Wing, which apparently they still exist, even though they were completely useless last movie.
I'm so excited Wedge was here.
I appreciate that they brought the actor back, but I still think it's like, no, have him be flying his own damn X-Wing. Yeah, and we got Bub, that little guy who, I will say, I do like that character. I do like that little character. I like that, seriously, but still.
This is so dumb.
Yeah. He's off his crane. Don't worry, guys. He got off the crane, which was useless.
Why is there a room full of people? Like, it was the First Order always trying to bring Palpatine back? Like, what is this storyline?
Yeah.
What is going on? Where did he come from?
Whee! Hold on. If you sucked their life force out, how come he's still alive? Seriously. Thank you for the credit drop. And he can just do this because why not?
If he could do that, why wasn't he doing that during the entire original trilogy to begin with?
No doubt. But it only
Right.
turns the ships. But
That's
notice,
smart.
it only turns the ships off. It doesn't destroy them.
But if you shut them off, they're gonna fall if they're in orbit somewhere.
But here's the thing. It's like, why, if he can turn them all off, why doesn't he just blow them up? Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Oh, now you can hear the Jedi people, even though you couldn't hear before this. Now, if I remember correctly, apparently they got like Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor to actually voice some roles or say some shit.
Well, let's pay attention and find out.
My volume is turned way too down, so I'm not gonna be able to hear it know where or what. So, but yeah, I do remember that they had Yoda in there. I do remember they got Frank Oz to Yoda, and I don't. Hell, maybe they got Samuel L. Jackson. They could have, for all I know.
The force surrounds you. Feel the force flowing through you.
I can actually hear it through your thing.
I'm pretty sure that was Samuel L. I definitely heard Liam Neeson.
Yep. Yeah. But like I said, earlier, if you can suck the life force out of them, how come they're still alive? How come you didn't just suck all of their life force? And heck, if you couldn't kill them, how come you didn't just take one of their lightsabers and stab them or break their freaking necks? His eyes are glowy.
Yeah.
But hold on. If you wanted her to strike you down earlier so you could possess her, how come that's still not your plan? So is that just... don't worry, guys. Our ships can turn on now. Don't worry, guys. Even though we turned off literally all our ships, we can fly again.
All the Sith?
Yeah, apparently. Why not?
And all the Jedi.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, and now with two lightsabers, you can reflect the lightning back at him, and seriously. But hold on, again, his original plan was for you to kill him so he could possess you. But now that the lightning is going on, he can't apparently possess you for reasons I don't know.
It's all very wishy-washy. You can't strike him down in anger. So maybe she didn't have any emotion right then when she killed him. Because that's the key, right? You just can't kill someone in anger, otherwise that turns you to the dark side. Not that it matters, because clearly Anakin killed a bunch of little kids, and he still was brought back to the good side eventually.
And there we see Pride get his own. This makes no sense. Why were they all just sitting here? And apparently they all just stopped firing. Yeah, and see, this is why you should have just rotated the damn ship when they landed on you. Because that's the thing with these. This is the thing with this ship. These ships are clearly still in atmosphere for some reason. Whee! Thank you, Millennium Falcon. Yeah. Hop on. Yeah, and here we got the whole callback to when the Star Destroyer crashed into the Death Star. We have a callback here of a Star Destroyer crashing into the planet. Don't worry, guys. I totally just saved it all, and now, yeah, but apparently now I'm gonna die because apparently that took everything, even though all you did was use 2 lightsabers to direct the lightning back at him. And yeah, he feels their death because reasons.
Because he's force sensitive. And
Yeah,
he's
of course. Yeah, again, it would have been nice if they set that up.
If they would have explored it more, yes.
Yeah. And don't worry, this guy who was thrown down a freaking bottomless cavern, he's still alive too. Don't worry.
Hey, who has... Every time someone's been thrown down a bottomless cavern has survived. And
Except
Star
for
Wars.
Palpatine. Except for Palpatine.
We just saw him! Clearly he survived!
But that was a new body. They explained that was a new body.
He still survived!
All right, now I have to think about, is there anybody we see thrown down a pit that didn't actually survive? Because for some reason there are a lot of bottomless pits in Star Wars. That's seriously, this universe is just full of bottomless pits.
Mace Windu's probably still alive somewhere. We just haven't seen it yet.
Mace Windu, he's alive. He's on a bar on Coruscant just getting drunk. There's no way Mace Windu's dead. But again, it's like, why the hell are there all? Because every movie, is there a Star Wars movie that doesn't have a bottomless pit?
No.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because seriously, they have bottomless pits all over the place in this galaxy. It makes no sense. Granted, none of these movies make any sense. So hey, why not?
No.
And don't worry, dude. Apparently, he knows how to save you now. He knows.
She's Sleeping Beauty. He just has to give her a kiss of true love.
Just kiss her, dude, and she'll be fine. That would actually make more sense.
Uh-huh. It's very X-Men and Rogue. It's very Wolverine and Rogue at the end of X-Men.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm alive now. I'm good. Even though you dead.
You saved me. Well, yeah.
Notice that he hasn't had a single line of dialogue in like the last half of the movie. He hasn't said anything. And I don't think he even says something here. What?
He's had no one to talk to.
Yeah, but that's bad writing to put him in a situation like that. And yeah, they get their one kiss and then he dies.
Different acting experience. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I die now.
Yep.
Yeah, because apparently saving you took everything, because apparently you were dead, even though all you did was hold the 2 lightsabers up. I don't know.
It took a lot of energy for her to use the lightsabers to deflect the light, clearly. What? When did he...
Yeah. Oh, and she does too at the exact... Why are you not with the fleet? You just sat back there to watch over a dead body? What the fuck?
Clearly she's not a pilot. She works on the ground only. I don't know.
And the sunlight comes through now because it's not evil anymore and blah blah blah. So yeah, we see sunlight and shit. I don't know.
Red 5 is in the air. Raise a line.
Red 5 is in the air. Raise a line.
Why are you taking your helmet off?
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh my
god. Gosh. That's crashing over Coruscant. Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, that's Bespin. I take it back. Never mind. Okay, Endor, I'm assuming. Because apparently these ships are just being destroyed all over willy-nilly.
Right now.
Yeah. Apparently, how are these ships being destroyed now? You know, what the fuck? Are they just dead because the Emperor's dead? None of this makes sense.
They all survived except that one dude.
Yeah, except we got one guy died. His buddy Snap died, but everybody else is alive. No worries.
Even the Hobbit survived.
Yep. Why not? And Chewie gives a big old hug to Rose. Yeah.
Oh, she's new now.
Yeah. Why are you?
She still looks like Lord Zed.
Oh, you have a sling? Yeah, she does have a Lord Zed vibe. But why is your arm in a sling? Why?
His arm. Poe's arm?
The
Poe
slug.
took a shot. Is that magically healed?
Yeah. We have two ladies there kissing. Which, to be fair, I didn't even know that those were two ladies, honestly. But yeah. Oh,
it's the Battle of Yavin Metal.
This is such a useless callback.
Wait, why
Seriously.
did Leia even have one? Chewie already has one.
Yeah.
Leia was the one that handed them out.
Yeah. No, because we don't actually see her hand went out to Chewie in the movie, and apparently a bunch of fans got butthurt about that. So that's why they have that. It's such a useless callback. It makes no sense. BB-8, no worries. Yeah. And here we got Billy D. Williams hitting on a girl who's like half his age, if not younger.
It's fine.
Yeah. Although, granted, freaking Lando's character is that he just loves everything and he hits on everything regardless. So I can get behind it.
Yeah, just like Captain Jack Harkness.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah, see his arm's in a sling because he got shot. Remember?
Yeah, then if his arm was in a sling, how was he piloting his damn X-wing?
He was powering through it and probably causing more damage to his arm. Just because he shouldn't be using it doesn't mean he wasn't.
I can give you that one, even though I know you're just playing devil's advocate. Oh. Yeah, tears.
Oh, now for the best part, though.
They go to Tatooine. Because apparently, Rey just owns the Falcon now.
She decided that a while ago.
Yeah. I still don't understand why. Granted, I guess Chewie could just be chilling out on the Falcon. He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna chill here. I don't like this planet.
You need two people to pilot it, so.
Yeah. And the original freaking. Granted, I don't think this is the original homestead. I think this is remade or remodeled because, like I mentioned when we did Revenge of the Sith, or the first time I did Star Wars, when they went back to it in the prequels, it was all still just standing there from when they built it in the desert because, well, nothing happened. So they just went back there and reused it. So, but here I think this is actually just a setup and like actual set shit. I don't know. I don't think they went back to the Tunisian desert.
So that's it? Just no more Jedi? Really, Rey?
Yeah. And she buries the lightsabers. Why did you slide down the hole if you're just gonna climb out to lay those in them? Seriously. She slid down the hole for no apparent reason, just to climb back. And here we see she's got her own lightsaber, which actually, if you look at it, it is very much like Exar Kun's lightsaber. And Exar Kun was a Sith Lord who used a blue lightsaber. So I was like, yeah, wrong design there, buddy. Granted, I do appreciate that they have a yellow saber. Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who are you staring at?
Yeah, no doubt. Granted, they live in a galaxy like Chewbacca doesn't have a last name. We live in a galaxy where a lot of times people don't have last names. I just don't have last names. So screw you, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rise Skywalker.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, look, the twin sons look like BB-8.
Yep.
Now they don't anymore.
Yeah, and now they're separated. Even though they were, I guess she just could stand there for like an hour or a couple. Ah.
That was
yeah, that was horrible. So yeah, Rise of Skywalker. Oh my gosh, that movie is just such shit. Seriously, none of it. Well, like we just covered, none of it makes sense. It's all just okay, we have to undo what the Last Jedi did. So rewind, erase that. Hux is not important anymore. General Pride's important. He's always been there. He's just been off screen.
Right.
Oh man. Well,
he's always been off screen and in league with Palpatine.
Yeah. He was always right over there, guys. Don't worry. Well, granted, that reminds me of have you ever seen Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
That reminds me when they got with Minkus, like, hey Minkus, where have you been? Over there. Well, we don't go over there.
On the other side of the school.
Yeah. So I do appreciate that. So, but yeah, that's literally the only thing that makes sense here. So, but, oh my gosh. And just General Hux is just completely wasted. I mean, there's so many.
Hux was a terrible character to begin with.
Yeah. And wasn't it? Didn't you say that he was like Ron Weasley or something?
No, he was Bill Weasley.
Bill Weasley. He was a Weasley character in Harry Potter. I don't remember which. But yeah, it's like Weasley deserved better. Yeah. I'm just gonna say a Weasley deserved better. So, oh man. Hopefully we can get back into Harry Potter soon, but we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Oh man. Maybe a library has them or something. Who knows? Oh man. But yeah, Rise Scout. This movie is just such shit. Granted, if you want to, let's just take a moment to go through like all the drop material. General Phasma, completely wasted. Snoke, wasted. Seriously, there's nothing. Everything is just.
Snoke was a terrible character who probably never should have been in there to begin with. Hux was a terrible character who was useless and just whiny. Phasma had potential that they just didn't do anything with.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Finn storyline being more sensitive that they completely ignored during the second movie.
Yep.
Rey's parentage that they didn't know what they were doing with until halfway through filming this movie.
Yeah. Oh, that's literally just throwing shit at the wall, hoping it sticks. That's the only.
That's literally because you can find articles. Well, like Daisy said, at one point Abrams talked about Rey's parents being Kenobi, but he didn't really ever have like a plan until like halfway through shooting Rise of Skywalker, and it's like,
seriously,
how do you come up with the character, put a mystery around them, but not know what the mystery is? You're just gonna like make it up as you go because that works well.
Oh my gosh, that is not something to make up on the fucking fly.
I mean, to be fair, Lucas made up a few things that went in the original Star Wars trilogy, but like the whole making Leia and Luke twins, I don't think he had thought of when he made the first movie, but at least by the time he made the second movie, he had an idea of where he was going to go by the end of the third movie. Like when you make trilogies, like most of the time, the first movie stands by itself because you don't know how it's going to do. Fine. But by the time that movie does well, you're greenlit for a second and third at the same time. So you usually write those two and film them at the same time. But Star Wars, you knew it was going to be a trilogy from the start, but you didn't write it at the same time. Like, how do you do that? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, like with Lord of the Rings, they shot all the movies just boom, 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 one after the other. But I mean, but it's like, okay, with the original, I'm talking the original Star Wars with the New Hope. That was not a planned trilogy. He just made that movie to make a movie. That happens a lot. That happened with I mean,
Pirates of the
Star Wars
Caribbean.
was like that. Pirates of the Caribbean was like that. Back to the Future was like that. It happens a lot. Where you make one movie and it does so well at the box office, the studio wants more. So you're like, great.
Yeah.
The studio will be like, you can make 2 more, make it a trilogy. Great. Then you take what you have, you do your best to make continuity for the rest of the story, but you write the second 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
So like
Bingo.
you have a and with something like this where you know it's going to be a trilogy the whole time, your story should have made sense the whole way through, and it didn't.
Yeah.
It just didn't.
It boggles the mind. Because like even when George Lucas did the prequels, mind you, the prequels aren't good, but he at least he at least wrote them all out.
Exactly.
Okay, this bing, bing, bing.
He knew the storyline. He knew what he wanted to do with it.
That's why I say the prequels are better than these.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, don't get me wrong. The prequels are still bad. We'll get because we already did Revenge of the Sith.
When he made the prequels, he knew all 3 were going to have a childish feel to them because he wanted to, appeal to younger audiences. That's fine. But they all felt the same. They all had like the same thing. The storyline continues pretty like nicely through them all. There was a plan.
Well, if you actually, yeah. But I mean, even when he did the original Star Wars, it was a very childish movie. It was, because Peter Cushing, I think he's almost said is like, we were just working on a kids movie, and that's something I was gonna get into when we do A New Hope. I'm not sure if I could really do it now, but
like, the original trilogy was a lot more slapsticky, especially with Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
They were a lot brighter. The lighting was completely different. The tone was different. Like the original trilogy was like darker. It definitely wasn't like a complex plot or anything heavy. I can see how, they're obviously still kids movies, they're rated PG, but like you have the same like cinematography and director for them. Like with these ones, the second movie has a completely different feel than the other 2 around it. It's more comical, it's more slapsticky. They treat a bunch of stuff like it's a joke, which is fine as a movie by itself, but when you're in a trilogy,
bingo,
all 3 movies should feel like one whole movie, and this trilogy doesn't have that. They feel like 3 separate movies, and it's just awful. That's why the new trilogy sucks so bad.
Yeah. It feels like they just took 3 separate movies from completely separate genres of movies. That's just none of it melds. Nothing in this just feels cohesive. It's all just
Nope.
Seriously. So, but no, there is a story I want to get to. I was gonna save this for when we did A New Hope. Actually, I'm just gonna hold off on this.
That's fine.
But yeah, when we get to A New Hope, when we start that movie, I have an actual story to tell about when they first made the first Star Wars movie. So, but we have to get through episode 1 and episode 2. Do you care which one we do first in that order? Not really. Okay, we'll do 1 and then 2 then, just to keep it just do 1, 2. Just all right. So yeah, and then we'll get to A New Hope, right? Revenge of fucking me. I cannot talk. The Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi. So, although granted, that is something for some reason, before we close, I do want to get on this. Why did they only make 3 movies? Why didn't they make 4? That way there are 10 solid Star Wars movies.
Because they're all trilogies.
Yeah, I know they're all trilogies, but why stick to that? I say they should have made this last trilogy instead of making trilogies. Just say screw it, make 4 movies. Like they didn't have a plan of action. They didn't go through and write out, but we only have a plan for 3 movies. They just threw everything at the wall. So
Their plan was they were going to make 3 movies. That was the plan.
Yeah. I still think that it should have been, make 4 movies, just so that way you can square it up to 10. But whatever, what do I know? So, because apparently they can only make trilogies. They can't do anything. Yeah, I don't know. So, and next, So that was Rise of Skywalker. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed us snarking at it more than you enjoyed the movie, which, granted, that wouldn't be difficult. So, stopping the stream. Oh, man.